Okay, I should be live on Facebook, YouTube. It's going to go live on Facebook, um, and we'll start. So I should be live on Facebook now. So, okay, we're live. I've just been crazy busy this morning, so I've had to, just been busy. So, anyway, so we're here now, and this live stream, we're going to give you a golden nugget coin. All right. So I've already invested in this big, and basically it's so undervalued, and no one's talking about it. I'm going to let you know about it today. Now the ICO is already over, so no biggie, right? You missed the ICO, but you can still get into it because it's still relatively cheap. All right. And no one's people are talking about all the other big coins that are coming out, other ICOs, but no one's talking about this. And this one here, like I said, this one's sort of I don't give away all my nuggets. This one's already the ICO has already passed, so that's why I'm telling you guys this. But there's still an opportunity, just like I told you about QuantStamp and Power Ledger. People that are not even in ICO Gold Rush, when I told them about it, they actually bought into it after the ICO, and they still 2x their money, 3x their money. So this one here is like right in the beginning. It's so undervalued, no one's talking about it, and you can get into this one. And I think this one is going to be like, this has got potential to go to the moon, but at this point in time, the ICO was very small, and not many people know about it. You're not going to hear people talk about this on Facebook because there's no referral bounty program, right? People that plug these ICOs, I only do it because of the bounty program. They wouldn't do it otherwise. You notice when I do ICOs, I do legit ICOs, and when I plug them, there's no payoff for me, right? The payoff would be probably more people get involved in it, and overall the coin gets more exposure, but there's no, I'm not giving you out any links or nothing, right? I'm sharing this content with you because I've told you about winners in the past, and this is going to be a winner, right? In my opinion, I have invested in it, and many people messaging me, blah blah blah, can you buy? Should I buy this? What coin should I buy? What coin should I buy? And I just tell them, look, why don't you invest in yourself, and then you won't be asking me these questions because you'll already know the answers, right? The reason why you're asking me these questions is because you don't know, you don't have a plan, you don't have a formula, right? And ICO Gold Rush is going to give you all that. Now, we had a fantastic webinar last night. We had some new people on board. Fantastic to connect with those new members. We've got actually quite a lot of Aussies on board now, which is quite funny. And yeah, it was a good session last night. All we talked about was ICOs and upcoming ICOs, and also ones that have just passed. Now, you're not obviously going to know about them. The people in ICO Gold Rush will know what I'm talking about because I gave you the names of those last night. If you didn't watch if you didn't get on the webinar, don't worry, just watch the replay, okay? That'll be in the members section. That's part of the benefit of being in ICO Gold Rush, right? We talk about upcoming ICOs that are past, ones that you can get onto right now. Even if the ICO is finished, you can still get on. You can still get on these golden nuggets, right? And still make a lot of money. With that said, this one is already passed. It's an already ICO that's passed, and I think that this has got potential to do very, very well because it's a real live product. Okay, it's a product in the marketplace, and I like tangible shit, right? When things go to the market, they're gonna be like, it's like Power Ledger, right? Power Ledger is decentralized solar power energy on a blockchain, right? This is what I'm talking about, like real life shit. And then as soon as that those networks are set up, people can benefit from that, and actually earn money, get money back from selling their power. So I like real life shit because it's out in the real world. It's like Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin's out in the world. There's thousands and tens and thousands of Bitcoin ATM machines out now and out in the world. It's real, right? It's real. People can go to their Bitcoin, and now they have new ones in Australia. They got I think they're distributing, a company in Australia is distributing like 3,100 machines or 2,900 machines, which are two-way. So Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out. So you can exchange fiat for Bitcoin, and also you can sell Bitcoin to fiat. So that's really important because it spreads the liquidity. So I like real life tangible stuff, you know. And this ICO is already passed, but it's so undervalued. It's so stupid, right? It's so undervalued. Now it did hit an exchange recently and it pumped, right? And it went to like $3, and then it dropped back down. Whales sold off and made a nice profit. So if you're on, hey Alwari, hey Rob, what's going on, man? Good to meet you last night. Hey Anthony, Power Active, what's going on, man? And you guys on Facebook, good morning. It's Tuesday morning, right? Tuesday morning, guys. Hey James, Peter. QuantStamp, they just released a new update. Okay, QuantStamp's the long haul, but it's, yeah, it's only been a couple of days, guys, you know, I mean, you could have sold it like 19 cents, yeah, but I'm hodling, all right? So wait, before we talk about this new, well, it's not new, but it's, you know, I'm throwing you a bone today, guys. I want to talk about Power Ledger. This is one of the, one of the guys in ICO Gold Rush actually mentioned this site, and so thanks, Richard. So this, you know, I mean, this is just all the stuff that you're going to learn, that you're going to get from other people, right? The community is, it's so invaluable. I keep on stressing that, right? And you guys are missing out big time. Now you can still get an ICO Gold Rush because there is a behemoth coming this month, right? There's a behemoth coming this month. And if you get into ICO Gold Rush now, you're going to miss the ICO, all right, because I had KYC. But you will still, I want to show you how to get, I'm going to bank on this one big time. I'm going to bank on this. I got 20 ether already lined up for this sucker, and I'm going to hit it. Maybe even more. I'll see what I can scratch out of the piggy bank. So if you're in ICO Gold Rush, you know what I'm talking about, right? Which ICO I'm talking about. We're going to hit this, and we're going to hit it hard, and we're going to make some money on it, because what we talked about last night on the ICO Gold Rush, it's pretty much, I wouldn't say the word guaranteed, but it's, I mean, you're going to make money, right? It's at that point in the cycle, right, where it's just starting. We're going to hit this hard and make some money. So, again, I can't stress this enough, okay? So this is Wall Investor. Richard told us about this one. And this is Power Ledger, right? So just, it's still early days, guys. Don't sweat it, right? Now Power Ledger's like, QuantStamp's gone down a bit, all right? But don't forget, Bitcoin's going up and altcoins are bleeding, okay? So, again, people look at this stuff and they make wrong assumptions because they've got to look at the marketplace, right? Bitcoin's up, alts are going to bleed. That's just normal. If you look at this stuff day to day, make decisions on that, you know, I mean, I don't know, but I personally am not going to sell Power Ledger. It's gone down, but then again, I know that that alts are bleeding, right? No biggie. Power Ledger stands by itself. It's a very good project. So in this site here, it's got predictions of Power Ledger in the next 1 to 5 years. Now in December, prediction is 76 cents. Again, this is just all prediction. It's all speculative, but it sort of gives you an idea of what they think, right? This is a Wall Investor, and just go to January the 18th, 2018. It's going to hit $1.50. This is based on, you know, opening price, closing price $2.20, minimum price, maximum price. So, you know, let's just take the lowest price, which is $1.50. February 2018, they reckon it's going to hit $2.30. March $2.98, nearly $3. April $3.60. May $4.40. June $5.21. Now at this point in time, when it reaches $5.21, I mean, you know, I'm going to make a lot of money. So it's going to be very hard for me to, I think I might take some out, but, you know, I might leave it till we get down to December 2018. Again, this is just their predictions. It's not set in gold. It's set in stone. They're looking at a $9.60, $10 power ledger by December next year. So it's going to take a year. Could be more, you know, but we just don't know. So power ledger's got long legs, guys. You know what I mean? Power ledger's got, you shouldn't even be thinking about selling power ledger. Not for under $3. I mean, the only reason why I just took my sold a little bit off my well, more than 50% off is because I had to get my investment back, right? I'm playing it safe. I put $6 grand into it, so I had to play it safe. So that's why. I mean, like, that's just smart investing, right? Don't get greedy. Get your money back, and then it's all house money. So now I'm playing with house money. So when it hits $5, I mean, I'm going to be laughing all the way to the bank. I'm already laughing, but you know what I mean? You got to play it safe. So get your initial investment, and then be as greedy as you want because it's house money. But get your initial investment back. That's what I did. So this is the Wall Investor. I'll put the link below for Power Ledger, right? So it's got long legs, guys. It's going to be like, you know, it's going to go to the moon. Again, you know, I bought in at 8.8 cents. So when it gets to $5, you know, I'm looking at probably 100+ grand, more than that, 110, 120 grand. And I only got to wait till June. I don't mind waiting until June. I mean, it's only 6 months away. You know, by the time our house gets built, you know, there's another 100 and something grand. I could probably play around with that. I don't know, do whatever. Okay. So I'm biding my time with Power Ledger. Okay, it's good. The project is rock solid. Now, if you hang on to Power Ledger, right? If I don't know if anyone would ever do this, but if you do, I mean, you could hit $44 by 2022. That's a long way time away, right? But I mean, that's a serious investment return. All right. So that's Power Ledger. Anyway, the link is there. It's on Facebook. I'll put it in the chat group as well here. Okay, for you fit people on YouTube. Okay, so let's get into it. This is the most undervalued coin. No one is talking about it. It was the tokens were burnt, right? They burnt 80% of the supply. 80% of the supply. Now the supply was already low, all right? Then they burnt a further 80%, and this is so undervalued. You won't hear anyone talking about this. In my opinion, right? It's so like it still hasn't even like, it's like a steak, right? It hasn't even been, like, the sauce hasn't even been put on to marinate, and it's like this thing isn't even marinated to put all the juices in it before it even hits the pan, like this hot pan where it'll sizzle, right? This thing's not even got to the marination stage. This is how undervalued, and no one knows about this, right? So what is it? Before I do this, does anyone know what it is? You can't guess. If you're in ICO Gold Rush, you can't say, okay, guys? Hey, Mark. Hey, Tommy. Yeah, they can eat free chicken nuggets here, but get the Johnny Gold Rush, they get fat, juicy steak. And look, guys, I admit it. That's what I'm doing. You know, I'm baiting you guys. You know, look, I gave you his Power Ledger. ICO was over. I missed ICO for QuantStamp. People got into Power Ledger and QuantStamp and make a lot of money, all right, just from my free tips. And this one here's ICO is over. So it's you know what I mean? You guys missed the ICO, all right? But you can still get it fairly cheap. And, you know, I'm letting you guys into this one. Like Tommy said, I'm throwing you a chicken nugget when, what's like, we talked about this last night on the live stream, eh, guys, about the one that we're talking about. We're going to hit it. Well, or NS, you're getting into it. You know what I'm talking about, right? You're buying into that, but I'm going to hit it when it gets onto the exchanges, right? So we're going to make a lot of money on that one, which is fantastic. But people can still get into that one, right? Does anyone know what it is? Reedy says extra byte. Reedy says IOTA. Nah, it's not IOTA. Ambi says Wabi. No, it's not Wabi. Okay, this is already the ICO is already over. Okay, the ICO is already over. Okay, I'll stop baiting you guys. I'll stop baiting you guys. Okay, so I have invested in this. I want to tell you that. All right, the ICO is over, but you can still get into it, right? So you guys in my ICO Go Rush, you know what this is. The token sale is over. All right, so this is called Privatex. All right, and they had a pretty decent. I wouldn't say it was a big ICO. It was they, like I said, they burnt. There was 10,000 tokens, and they burnt 80% of the supply. It was already low, right? So if we go to CoinMarketCap, if you type in PRIX, right, it's at $1.90, right, which is it's above ICO. It's already we're already in profit at the pre-sale. So the total supply of Privatex is 1,275,455. The total supply. Okay. So if anyone knows what circulating supply and total supply is, that is freaking low. It is so low, in fact, that if you've got Privatex and you hold it, you're pretty much going to make money. Okay. Now, Privatex, the reason why I bought into Privatex because they've already brought out 3 successful products. Okay, and they're bringing out this decentralized VPN network that works on a blockchain, so people can surf anonymously and use other people's bandwidth. Now, the technology behind it is, it's only at its early stages, and it's by like a Russian team. I think they're Russian. Again, these guys had already bring out 3 successful products to the marketplace, and this ICO was not a big hype. No one talked about it. I looked at it, got into the pre-ICO, and I loved it, you know. And when it got onto the first exchange, it's the second. Well, it went on ED, but then it got onto Mertekets, whatever it is, Mercatox, right? And it pumped to $3. So there's 2 more. There's 2 more exchanges coming, right? They're working on the exchanges. So this thing's going to pump, right? This is going to pump big time. But the supply is so low, right, that if you buy into it and hodl, this you're going to make a lot of money long term. So this is not a get rich quick with this one. Okay, at this point in time, they're just in the beginning stages of their roadmap. All right, so this one, if you buy into this now, it's cheap, but if you hodl, you know, this could be like a 20, 30x. All right. Now, as I said, it's only in the early stages, but once it gets out on more exchanges, the liquidity be there, and you're going to see whales jump onto this. Whales are already biting at it. They're already biting at it to get this. All right, and you can, as you can see, it pumped here. All right, it went up here to $3, and then it dropped back down. But as they get, it's only on like 2 exchanges. I mean, they all go on ED, but then it's on this other exchange which doesn't have a lot of liquidity, right? Metacox, but it needs to get on like the smaller exchanges like Cryptopia, maybe Coin Exchange, Nova Exchange. I think's gonna go. It's gonna shut. So it's got to get on. It's got to get on these other exchanges, which it hasn't yet. You know what I mean? So it's still just, like I said, no one even knows about this one. All right, I'm telling you guys about it now. And you guys watch this over the next 3 months with such a low token supply. This thing's gonna go up. All right, it's gonna go up and up and up. But you're gonna have to wait on this one. Okay, that's the deal with it. You have to be patient with it, and understand that it's not overnight riches with this one. All right, but if you look at the token supply, it's so freaking low. Let's have a look at another token supply, which is, I guess, if you want to compare it, this one here. Okay, now this is obviously a little different because it's a different project. All right, this DixDAO. This one here is a little different because it's a totally different concept. They do money transfer or money. It's actually some sort of digital financial instrument. Okay, so it's a different. It's like comparing apples and orange in a way, but the projects are different. But if you want to compare to the coin supply, right? The coin supply and this one here has got a lot of market cap. Okay, compared to Privatex. All right, so it's kind of hard to compare, but I want to give you. I just want to show the comparison. Okay, so this one's here has got a supply of 2. This is still a good deal, actually. This one here, I've been watching this one. I was watching it at $78, and then I was like, nah. And then now it's like $115. But this is a 2 million supply, okay? And this is $115.78, right? And the market cap, obviously the market cap's there, 231,000. Okay, now look at Privatex. Look at the freaking market cap. It's only 2 million. Look at the market cap for this, 231 million. Okay, now look at the volume. Obviously the volume's down. The volume's down because this is probably on multiple exchanges. Okay, there you go. Okay, so this thing's on Bittrex, it's on Binance, it's on Liqui, Ether Delta, HBTC, IDX. Right? So I'm comparing. You want to compare these pound for pound. Now look at the markets. There's only 2, right? Very small markets. Right? Look at the volume. The volume is only like 16 million or whatever volume, right? You look at the volume, it's only 61,000. Look at the circulating supply. Look at the total supply. Circulating supply. This circulating supply is 2 million. Total supply, circulating supply is about the same. 1.2, 1.3 million. So what does that say to you? It says to you that even though these are different projects, right? This is only 2 million. So it tells you that this project is so undervalued. It's like a little baby. It's just come out of its womb. There's hardly any market cap. The price is so low. The token supply is a little bit less, but not by much. Now this thing's $115. Now these things are $1.90. Okay, so what has to happen for Privatex to get to? I'm just comparing this sort of oranges and apples. I know you can't really compare them pound for pound, but what has to happen for it to increase in value to, like, say, even $50? What has to happen is this. It has to get on more markets, which they are working on, right? Once this comes to market, right? Once they get the actual physical, it's like a VPN kind of a box. It's kind of a bit like your router, all right? It's like a triple stack router, and it sits in your internet, right? So there's actually physical there's actually a physical product to this, right? For this network to work. So once users start using it, and they can profit from their VPN, and this gets to market. So it's right in the early stages, okay? So let's look at the market cap, and it's $1. So for this to go to, I mean, even if this goes to $50, or even if this has got a potential to go, let's just say for this to get to, if this has to go to $50, sorry, to $100, it's got a 50x, which means this has got a 50x. So it's got to get to 100, meaning this has got to get to about 100 million in market cap. For this to get to $100, which is 50x your investment. But then again, you look at the supply is also low. So this thing, in my opinion, you're sitting on a gold mine. I mean, I could be wrong, right? The only things that could go wrong with this is if the team abandons the project, or they don't get the word out, or they don't get it on exchanges. All right, that's the risk to this actual project, because it was so underneath the radar that no one's even known about it. Everyone's talking about electronium, right? But no one's talking about this, right? Everyone's talking about all these other projects, but no one's talking about Probitex, right? But now the team with Probitex is they've already put 3 successful products in the marketplace. All right, read their white paper. One of them's a anonymous email system. So these guys can implement, right? These guys can implement. They can bring projects from white paper to final product marketplace. So these are their other products. 5VPN Net. There was Temp Mail. There was Privatix.com, and there's another one too. It just doesn't say it here. So they've already been in the arena for 10 years. So I'm confident that these guys can actually implement. They got a good team. As you can see, they're the team there. They got advisors. They're pretty, they're pretty well switched on. It's just that they didn't raise much with their ICO. So I have invested in it, so that's why I'm confident in it. Okay, so again, you're gonna have to sit on this one. It's not going to be like a quick fix. It's not going to be like a fast money one. Okay, but if you sit on this and this goes to market, and they get on more exchanges and this market cap starts to go up, you're gonna see this like increase big time. 10x is minimum 10x. Again, this could be at $50 in 6 months or 12 months time. But you're gonna have to sit on this one, okay? The token supply is low enough for you guys to get it. All right. So that one's a marination job, unfortunately, but that's just how it is, right? So again, if you there's so many guys, I could be here all day talking about them. Okay, I could be here all talking about all coins, everything about stuff, right? We spend a lot of time. That's why we have our webinars. We talk about new coins, and I haven't even mentioned the ones that we like. I'm not going to mention the ones that we talked about last night. Like I said, I'm just throwing you guys a chicken nugget here. So, I mean, there's a lot of money to be made. You just got to have the right information, and you got to get in at the right time. You got to know what to get into, obviously, and you can make a lot of money. And I say this over and over again, and I sound like a broken record, but I'm gonna when I start, I'm not gonna cash out on Power Ledger too soon, but I got some other ones I'm gonna cash out on, and I'll let you guys know about it. Obviously it doesn't matter afterwards because I've already cashed out, but you can get a piece of this. That's what I'm saying. You can get a piece of this. There's a big ICO about to launch. You can get a piece of that. I told you about Privatix. I'm throwing you a bone with the Privatix, and there's many more. This is ongoing, guys. There's always new nuggets coming in. We just that's just all part of it, right? You just pay your one-off $1,099, and that's it. There's no more. There's no more to pay. There's no monthlies, nothing. You come in the webinars, get involved with the Slack group. Just one ICO, and you can make your money back 10x it, right? We're sitting on another big one, right? This thing is already sitting at 11x, right? And we're just waiting for that one to come to market, which it should at the end of the month, early December. You guys know what I'm talking about. That one too. We talked about that last night. And that is going to be a freaking payday, guys. A freaking payday. You know what I'm talking about, eh? So, you know, I can talk about all day about the ICOs that are upcoming, what's good, what we're going to make money on, what we've made money on. You know what I mean? And if you want a piece of it, join our community, just like a couple of new faces did last night. Actually came on the webinar, which is good to see. And every week, all we talk about every week is like, let's make some more money. Which ones are you guys getting into? Why? What are the risks? Blah 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 blah. That's what it's about. I haven't seen any product out there that actually does this. That actually, you know, usually it's just buy a product and then they take your money and then tell you to piss off, right? But when you get into ICO Gold Rush, you're buying a ticket, and the relationship starts when you buy the ticket, right? You need to participate, obviously. You need to engage with the community. You need to, not everyone gets on the webinars, okay? But if you want to get the most value, get on the webinars, you know, ask the questions. This is what you paid to get into the course, right? We tell you the answers up front. Right, and we'll even give you our suggestions. What I'm getting into, what other people are getting to, right? So this is the whole point of it, right? So it's like having coaches and mentors right there, so then they can help you make the right decisions. And that's invaluable, because in 2008 is going to be a massive year. We're gonna just, you know, I'm very excited about it. I'm already excited now because I've got some big ones I want to cash out on, and you guys can be a part of that. You know, you just hit your one home run. The price of admission is chicken feed, right? You're gonna miss out on so much, but there's always going to be people that will miss out. Okay, they'll think, oh, that's too expensive. $1,099 is too expensive, and then they look. Then they, you know, a month later they'll look at my newsfeed and go, oh damn, I just cashed out big time on that ICO. You know, you could have been a part of that. You could have known about that. You could have invested in it. You know, and there's going to be people like that, unfortunately. But that's just the way it rolls. They're just not ready. They're just not ready. All right. So, my advice is to invest in yourself. Get involved. Don't stop putting money into these bullshit programs that are going to stop paying you, guaranteed. Start investing in something that you're going to learn for yourself. Get involved with the community. Ask a million questions. Find out which are the best ones. Invest what you can afford to lose. Flip them and rinse and repeat. And 2017, 2018 is going to be massive. Right? Actually do something that you have more control over. Because I'm done with programs, guys. I'm done with them. I'm sick of putting my money into admins who are all sweet. Right, it's all sweet. You know, everyone pulls each other off at the freaking offline event, pats each other on the back. Oh, you know, it's all good. Blah blah blah. I've seen it all before, guys. It's just all bullshit, right? They have these huge hype things and big events and all this sort of crap. It's all just designed to take money out of your pocket, and then once they get the money, they change their tune. You ever notice that? Once they get the millions of dollars, now all of a sudden, you know, they change their terms and conditions, or they change this and that. You know, now they, yeah, fair enough, they've got millions in their pocket, but what about you? Have you got your money back? Have you got your return on investment back? Happens all the time, guys. And then they change the tune, and then all of a sudden, you know, the program stalls, or people leave, and it stops paying, and then the crowd moves on to the next one, right? Just rinse and repeat or failure, right? That's what's happening out there in the program space. Now, I'm not just trying to spread fight and all that about it, but trust me, I've been in this space for like 9 freaking years. Trust me, I know all about it, and I've been in this space. I just, it's almost laughable the amount of time that I spent trying to make it work. And I did make a lot of money, but I worked hard too. But now it's all gone. You know what I mean? It's all gone, right? There's nothing left. So am I going to invest my time into something that I know it's going to fail after 2 years, when I could be investing into something that I know that I have more control over and people aren't going to steal my money? That's the decision I've made, personally myself. And I've learned so much. We've learned so much in the ICO community. We're only getting started. And very, very excited. So I invite anyone to come over to join us. Jump in the Slack group. We've got an excellent community there. People are there to help you. People posting like crazy every day. Personally, myself, I gotta hold back. I can't keep up. There's so many ICOs, right? But you know, we evaluate them and we pick the best ones. So that's it, guys. I told you about Power Ledger the other day. I told you about QuantStamp, right? Now I'm telling you about Privitex. All right. If you want to get it on Ether Delta and get it on Mercatox. All right. But there's a couple more exchanges coming. As the liquidity gets out, right? More liquidity in the marketplace. It's got literally hardly any at the moment. Once people actually, know about this actual token, it's gonna moon. Because right now no one knows about it. Okay, but you heard it from me. All right. So I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I've got a lot of ether on this one, and I think it's going to go to the moon. It's just going to take a little while, but once they get onto the couple of other exchanges, it's going to pop. Boom. All right. So with that said, yeah, look, everything's a gamble, Raphael. That's why we carefully pull them apart, mate, and we discuss which ones are the best deals, what are the possible risks. That's why you got a community there to help you. Anything that you invest is a gamble. You know what I mean? You just gotta figure out. You just follow the step-by-step plan that we have for you, right? And make the best possible decision based on the information and according to our ICO Gold checklist. Okay, it's not 100%. I mean, nothing's going to be 100%. Okay, but it's pretty good. You know what I mean? We've got on some big winners. So there's risk to everything. All right. If you want to gamble, go onto those HYP lending programs. They're a gamble. Okay. This is risk assessment, proper risk assessment. It's evaluating the best possible ICOs. What can go wrong? The possible future return based on how much you put in, what you're prepared to lose. There's different ways to attack it, so then you can hedge your risk. We talk about that in the course. There's many ways to do it. So, yeah, if you want to gamble, go to the casino, man. Plenty of things to do there. Different games, sickbo, poker. Every now and again, I'll have a bit of a gamble, but we don't do that in ICO Gold Rush. We carefully assess them and make sure that we make the right decisions, and we don't go on FOMO. We don't go on hype. We just look at all the different scenarios that could go possibly wrong and possibly right, and we pick the best ones, and then you put what you feel is the best investment for yourself personally, okay? But you got the community there to bounce off, and that's really important. Because if you're trying to do this by yourself, you're not going to know all this stuff. Well, first of all, you need to get into the course and watch all the videos just to get up to speed, right? There's 2.5 hours of content there. Then once you're up to speed, then get involved in the community, because there's still things that you don't know which you'll pick up once you start interacting with the community. And if you want to get on the webinars, just take it. That just goes to another level, right? Casinos are legalized scams, absolutely. And did you know that there is actually a blueprint for casinos? And when you walk into the casino, the actual layout of the casino, the ambience, the sound, the music, the temperature, okay, even all the tables are positioned in a certain way. It is a legalized scam to make money, because like literally like I think it's some stupid percentage amount of money goes to the house. They actually know, because see, this is how detailed these people do, right? They actually know that every person that walks into the casino that's going to give them money, they know down to the cent, right? So then all they do is, that's why they have these big promotions and they get all these whales in and all this sort of stuff, because they know that that if they can pump people through the casino, the more people that walk through the casino doors, it just builds up. Ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. Yeah, it's almost sinister the way the casinos work, because everything in that whole environment, because you're stepping out from your environment into their environment, which they control. Right? And it's all set up there to do one thing, and that's to take your money. You know, they entice you with drinks, they give you free shit, you know, they give you free rooms and all this sort of stuff. Hey, this is great, awesome, yeah. So then they can get your money and get you on the gambling floor to spend your money. It's almost evil, you know what I mean? You're always going to lose with casinos. But with ICOs, we have control over it, right? We have a certain degree of control over what we invest in ICOs. You know, we haven't got casinos there to take our money. So it's all about weighing up the risks versus return, right? Good morning, Michael. How's it going in Kenya? Hope everyone is having a fantastic day. So anyway, guys, that's it. Wanted to keep an eye on this one, okay? Just keep an eye on this one. I think it's going to go places, right? And as more people know about it, you'll see this moon, right? And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I've been pretty dead on lately, haven't I? All right? But then again, you know, I could be wrong, but I could be right. What do you think about NEO? I think NEO's long term, it's good to go. Again, you know, NEO is going to have to be a long-term investment. So let's just go to this forecasting tool at walletinvestor.com. Click on forecasting, and let's look at NEO. This is all speculative. It's not, you know, it's at $39 now. Had a recent pump, but in about a year, it's going to be about $96 according to this website. Okay, again, this is nothing is set in stone. So we're looking at probably a $44 NEO by January next year, June next year 67, and December $97 by end of next December. Now I'm gonna close this webinar, but before I go, I want to show you this. All right, Ethereum. Okay, this is their predictions on Ethereum. June next year, it's going to be 723. December 2018 is going to be 921. All right, for Ethereum, let's go to Litecoin. Okay, Litecoin is now $92. That is the highest it's ever been. By June next year, it's going to be $130 according to them. And by December 2018, it's going to be $175 Litecoin. And let's go to Dash. Where is it? So this is interesting stats. I mean, it's just obviously it's all speculative, right? But you know, it's good to have a little bit of a player with it. So Dash is at an all-time high of $621. That is amazing. By June next year, they reckon it's going to be $842, and by December next year, it's going to be $1,123. In December 2019, they reckon it's going to be $1,625, and Dash predictions $2,123. So we bring it out to 5 years, $3,000 by 2022. So it's good to have a look at these, just to have a bit of a play with these, to see where these, the big four are going to be. And Bitcoin here, let's just look at Bitcoin just to close this out. Where they think Bitcoin's going to be at the end of the year, it's going to be around 9,900. It's going to be 10,462 by January, February 1,100, March 1,168, April 1,200. Sorry, 1,100. Guys, I'm getting my freaking numbers mixed up. 10,462 by January, February 11,000, March 11,680, April 12,250, May 12,800, well, nearly 13,000, June 13,600, July 14,245, December 2018, they reckon the Bitcoin's going to be 18,000. By December 2019, 26,000. By December 2020, 34,000. And December 2021, 42,000. And December 2022, 50,000. So, interesting. All right, guys. Well, with that said, have a fantastic day.